Welcome back, students. Today we're going to be talking about the cash flow register key on the BAIIPlus. Now, this key has three initial options: CF0, C01, and F01. At the beginning, they're all set to 0. Now, one thing I want to point out is that CF0 is typically your initial investment, and this dollar amount will normally be negative. Now, as you saw, C01 and F01 are set to 0, but when you do put a dollar amount here, F01 will automatically switch to 1, and you will also get a new set of the next cash flow. So when you put in this number, these two will appear on your as an option. So let's, for example, notice that as I cycle through, I have C01. I'm going to put in 1,000 here. F01 switches to 1, and C02 appears as well as F02. Now, you don't have to use those, but they show up so that you could enter them if you needed to. So one thing I want to show you guys is that this is typically what a net present value question looks like. You have your initial investment, your set of cash flows, and a discount rate. Now, there's a very easy way to put this into your BAIIPlus. You could pretty much follow exactly as the question is stated. Our initial investment, our cash flows are 10,000, 15, 15, 15, and 25. Now, the way to do this is to basically put in the information and just ignore the frequency. So 10,000, you leave the frequency as 1, then 15, 15, 15, and 25. Notice the frequency is 1 in each of these. However, one thing I want to point out is that notice the 15,000 from year 2 to year 4. They show up consecutively or in a row, right? Now, what you could do is you could also enter your initial investment. The 10,000 shows up one time. The 15,000 shows up 3 times in a row, and then the 25,000 shows up once. This is also acceptable. This is the same thing as this as far as the BAIIPlus is concerned. Now, the only thing I want to caution you is if you have this situation where the 15,000 is separated by this $25,000 here, then you could no longer use this. Remember, they must show up one after another. You could, however, we notice that these show up consecutively 2 times. You could use it when you're entering C04 and the frequency would just be 2. All right, so I hope that sort of helps understand how the cash flow register key works on your BAIIPlus. I'll see you guys in the next video.